One agent who called me up for a Telugu film when I was 19, 20 years old, and she had said that compromise karne padenge. But it was just that one time when a woman actually asked me this. I never realized the impact it's going to have in my whole career if the first film doesn't work. There are certain limits which I never crossed in my life. One Friday, you have signed the biggest film, but the audience doesn't feel like it. If there's COVID, theaters are shut. For me, I'm not the biggest fan of social media. It has become a necessity now because brands and platforms are saying that, oh, numbers kya hai? And they're looking at numbers. People you're referring to told me that I need to get a lip job done and then I should get a nose job done. Two people who had said that. So I feel that the realness of everyone's slowly and surely disappearing. This is unique to me. Otherwise, everyone will look like a factory-made product. Because I'd signed a few films which didn't happen because the film didn't make money. That whole mehnat of not just me as an actor. There are 300 people who work on a film. So I feel everyone's effort is decided on that one Friday. And that's a little harsh. Finally, when Mirzya happened, I didn't realize the impact of how much it's going to impact me that the film's not made money till a year later. So after the film for a year, I had no work. So I said that I'm sorry that you felt that, I'm somebody who needs to go down this route.
Hello and welcome to Bollywood Bubble. I am Akriti Bagla and today I can am with an actress who always graces the screen with her presence, Sayami Kher. Hello and welcome to Bollywood Bubble.
Thank you, Akriti.
Very
happy to be here.
Thank you so much. And did I pronounce your name right?
Yes, very close. Sayami, but you were very close.
Thank you so much and thank you so much for doing this in between your hectic schedule.
No, I'm very happy to be here. It's a lovely place.
Thank you. But Sayami, I want to today take you back to your journey and revisit those moments, your initial days, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, 9 to 10 years now, almost a decade in the business now.
2017 Mirzya released.
Yeah.
So, yeah, around 8-9 years.
8-9 years. Yeah. But if I have to ask you, like, जब आप start कर रहे थे, what was going in your head and why did you choose acting as a profession? Also, I ask you this, you are a sports person, Sayami. Still, why acting?
Actually, it's funny you take me back on my journey because just now in the morning before coming, I had an international project ka audition that's come to me, and I wanted help with it. So I asked Anuj, who's playing the prince in Mirzya.
Oh,
so that first film is so close to my heart that I'm a message away, a call away. Anuj was there to help. If there's anything, I call up Rakesh sir because I became so close to everyone on that project. It was such a special project for me that 8 years, 20 years, 30 years, I think I'll still have that same equation with the people I worked with. Why acting? Because I, like you correctly said, I've played sport ever since I was 7-8 years old. As long as I remember, my whole childhood was all about sport.
Yeah.
And I moved to Mumbai. I was studying in St. Xavier's College and I got in on a sports quota and then played a whole lot of sport. But I started doing theatre in college.
Okay.
And that's how I fell in love with the craft. And then I did theatre in Mumbai. I was in Delhi with a few theatre teachers. Did lots of workshops with theatre coaches. And that's how I fell in love with the craft of acting. And then Mirzya happened. And I'm in life in general a very reserved person. I'm not very outspoken. So for me, acting is like a way to express.
Yeah. But if I have to ask about your childhood, बचपन से आप ऐसे introvert types थे?
हाँ, मतलब मैं अपने जो दोस्त है, जो नज़दीकी relatives या दोस्त हैं, उनके साथ I don't stop talking. But if I'm in a place with new people and it's a place of a social setting, I take time. I'm a little quiet. I'll sit, like to observe people. But with people who I'm close to, I don't stop talking.
But Sayami, if I have to ask you, what was that, if you today recall, okay, this was my first ever audition, here's how I, maybe landed a place, cracked it, because you belong from Nashik, if I'm not wrong, but now landing up in Mumbai, this, I would say, chaotic world of entertainment. How was your first tryst with that?
So I never harbored the ambitions of being an actor. Like it was not बचपन से मुझे actor बनना है, वैसे तो कुछ था नहीं. It was sport that kept me busy. My parents moved to Nashik to bring up my sister and me in a smaller city. They didn't want us to grow up in Bombay. So when I auditioned for Mirzya, before Mirzya for 2-3 years, because it's Xavier's, they're always casting directors outside, and I was called for auditions, and I said, okay, let's give it a shot. And if you have to be an actor, you have to be ready to face rejection 99% of the time.
True, true.
So you just face rejection one after the other when you're 17, 18, 19 years old. And then when Mirzya happened, it was also a very long process, 6 months of auditioning that Rakesh sir put me through. Then I was training in Delhi. So it just it felt like a very different world, because it's something that I learned in sport, which really helped me, that, you know, if you lose, you have to put in more hard work and come back. And that's what it was with acting, is you will get rejected, but you have to learn how to deal with the rejections.
True.
So finally, when Mirzya happened, I was somebody who had such a good experience on the auditioning process itself, that I actually went to sir and said that, sir, you know, I love your work, but if you don't give me this film also, it's fine, because I've just learned so much as a human being on these 6 months that I'm okay. I love to work with you because I love Rang De Basanti, is one of my most favorite films. So I feel for me, it started off like that. And even right now, I like to still follow the process. I like to work with people who are like-minded, people who make me feel happy when I go back home, because I do this because it's a place that keeps me happy. So I just want to surround myself with people who are nice.
But you know, even today, being an actress also, you are, you know, I would say fulfilling your passion of sports, right? How do you strike this balance?
Balance is 24 hours in the day. So you wake up, like before my audition, I've woken up at 5 in the morning and I've run 14 kilometers and I've done half an hour of swimming. Then I did my audition. So everyone has the time to have whatever balance they want. Like for instance, if you like dance or if you like singing, everyone can find 1.5 to 2 hours in their day to take time out. Some days obviously it gets tough when, like, if you're shooting outdoor and like we're shooting for 14 hours, then I probably would run back from set like for half an hour. That much half an hour is also good enough. So I feel that finding that kind of time, I think anyone and everyone can find.
But Sayami, do you feel कि just because you are a sports person also, physically तो आप में वो strength है ही, एक physical strongness है ही, but even mentally it makes you strong?
Definitely makes me strong. It's kept me going in the film industry, because there are lots of, with the positives, lots of negatives that you have to deal with.
True.
And sports taught me how to deal with the positives and the negatives. So it's not like you should take yourself too seriously. If you get some big project and suddenly you think no end of yourself, that same Friday, that whole hawa and everything can go down. You just should stay humble, and sport teaches you that. So for me, sports always taught me a lot. Physically, like you said, of course, it helps, because if I'm doing action roles or in general, like, you know, waking up at 3 o'clock to get ready for a 5:30 call time, these are normal things for me. So I don't make a big deal out of it. So I think that discipline comes from sport.
Yeah, and you know, you rightly said कि industry ऐसी है ना, where obviously one Friday can decide your fate as well, but on the contrary, it can also show you the flip side of the industry, right? What has been the hardest pill you have swallowed about this industry?
What has been the
hardest pill, like, you have swallowed about this industry?
It's the Friday to Friday that you're talking about, because one Friday you have signed the biggest film, but that Friday in a year's time, if the audience doesn't feel like it, if there's COVID, theatres are shut, if the film doesn't release, that whole mehnat of not just me as an actor, there are 300 people who work on a film. So I feel everyone's effort is decided on that one Friday, and that's a little harsh, because ऐसे होता है कि my friends who, I'm very close to my school friends, so if they work hard, they get an increment, they get a raise, they become from one level, they keep going up. But with actors, either one Friday from here you're there, the superstar, or then it's from here you can fall down, or then it's a very small step-by-step climb up. So I feel it's that harshness of that Friday to Friday.
But again, you know, Sayami, you work with someone like a Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra, Mirzya. The film got love because of the concept, because of the way it was directed, right? Again, box office number translate nahi hue. Did it walk you down, or were you disturbed after that? Ki okay, maybe career jaisa jana chahiye tha, it could not translate into the work you were willing to get.
So I was very young when I did the film, and because I'm not from the film world, I didn't know how the maths of the film world works. Ki चलो ओपनिंग ये नहीं मिली, वीकेंड पे ये नहीं हुआ, अब सब सीख लिया है, पर जब स्टार्ट किया था तब आई हैड नो नॉलेज. सो आई जस्ट फेल्ट लाइक, अरे दिस फेल्ट लाइक वन बिग स्कूल पिकनिक विथ ऑल माई बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स. फॉर वी वर शूटिंग फॉर अ ईयर, एंड that, oh, now that feeling of अरे स्कूल खत्म हो रहा है, that feeling, but I never realized the impact it's going to have like in my whole career if the first film doesn't work.
True.
Having said that, because I was introduced in such a big film which was
Yeah.
so hyped and like you said so well directed, I felt that people obviously knew about the film.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
to get opportunities of at least going and meeting and auditioning, people knew that, like even right now we're talking what 8 years after
Yeah.
the film's release, but you're still talking about the
The
first film.
film, yeah.
After that, of course, there have been, like I've worked with Balki sir, Anurag sir,
Obviously.
Neeraj sir, there have been so many people. So, but they like you're saying, they always knew that okay, she was Rakesh sir launched her in the film.
Yeah.
So it's always going back to that film. So I, obviously you're disheartened, but I didn't realize the impact of how much it's going to impact me that the film's not made money till a year later.
Okay.
Because I'd signed a few films which didn't happen because the film didn't make money. But I guess that's how the industry is. It's a hard
True.
race.
Exactly. And even I think you had once mentioned कि उसके बाद 3 or 4 years you had to really struggle to
Yes.
get work. Did that phase also somewhere or the other disturb you? Because बोलते हैं ना एक एक्टर की लाइफ में यही ज़रूरी होता है कि you are present on screen, you are constantly working, right? Here you are, maybe you are not getting the right opportunity, you are not getting what you want. Did that phase disturb you in a way कि okay, what will happen next?
Disturb me, I feel that it's obviously disappointing because you want certain kind of work, you've wanted to work with certain kind of makers. But I'm somebody who has always looked at the positive because it was just after the film for a year I had no work and I was busy running marathons and I was doing races around diving and doing races around the world, doing theatre workshops and music sessions and things. And Anurag sir I bumped into him somewhere, that's how I met him. And I feel at every point when I feel I've been low, there's been a very big filmmaker who's shown, backed me in a sense. Like Anurag sir with Choked, then there was Ashwini ma'am with Fadu. So these are all makers whose work I've really liked. Then of course Balki sir with Ghumar. So I feel at every point where you start doubting yourself, I feel the universe just magically had sent people who've backed me to say that no, this is
True.
you have it in you, this is where you belong, don't doubt yourself. So I've been very fortunate in that sense that I've got people who've backed me.
And initially even rejections can hurt you, like you mentioned कि ये industry ऐसी ही है, you never know what happens, right? What were the reasons initially given to you कि okay, you are maybe not fit for the part, why are you not getting that particular part, and did that dejected you somewhere or the other?
Reasons, see, it's also a very mathematical industry, right? Supposing you're getting a A-lister star, then they will go ahead with someone who's selling more. That's how it works. So I feel that those probably were a few reasons. Certain reasons, maybe certain makers felt that I was not good enough. And actually it was that maybe I was not a good enough actor. But actually for me, it felt very redeeming that a few of those filmmakers who didn't say it so bluntly, but they said, no, you don't fit the part. Don't fit the part is the politically correct thing to say to an actor. But those people came back to me and said, you shocked us with Choked and with Ghumar, saying that we didn't think this is what you could do and we are very sorry. So I felt that it felt very good that people who didn't think I have it in me saw that, okay, I can act and this is what I can give. And came back and said it, which was very gracious of them to say that we are sorry, we didn't see it. And that's why I give Anurag sir all the credit, because he saw something that and backed me when lots of people didn't. So I give him a lot of credit.
But I feel many actors who have worked with Anurag sir have praised him for the person he is, right?
Yes.
But the way he is unfiltered, as a person who has been closely associated with him, do you think he is misunderstood that way?
He is definitely very misunderstood, because I'd done like a big long post for him where after Choked release saying that even I had this impression of him that he's this kind of a person, because that's what everyone said.
True.
Until I went and met him. The first time I met him, his parents were sitting there. We met in his house, and he's like such a different person from what you imagine. You imagine him to be this dark, brooding person, but he's like a 15, 16-year-old kid who's constantly joking, and he's like a child in a man's body, and very passionate about his work. With regards to being misunderstood, people who are very close to him keep telling him not to speak so much on social media because he's a bit too unfiltered.
Yeah.
And that's the person he is, that there is no filter on him in life. That jo man mein hai wo bol dete, but that's not how you can, that's not how society works. There have to be certain filters to certain people. So, but people who worked with him, they just really know that he's a man who will back you, he's somebody who will always stand for you. And not just actors, like he's given birth to so many directors like Neeraj Gewan, Vasan, the two new directors who are doing something with Dharma, like just so many directors, Vikram Motwani and he have worked together. So he's just somebody who likes people to grow, and he's that person who's very dildar. But like I said, he should have filters on his social media.
But you know, Sayami, not only Anurag Kashyap, I'm not only speaking about a filmmaker like him per se, actors in general, do you feel कि आज का टाइम ऐसा आ गया ना, criticism, things like negativity, trolling, there is so much around you that you need to have filters, क्योंकि अगर आप सही भी हो रहे हो, you don't know what someone perceives it, क्या conclusion निकल के आता है. Do you feel times are such where as actors trolling, negativity से बचने के लिए you have to put that filter?
I feel that it's become so in your face, the instant reaction to everything, because like everyone is on the mobile phone and feels that they can have an opinion about anything and everything. That used to be restricted to evening conversations with your friends and family, because their social media wasn't such a big deal. But now, because everyone can come out and say anything they want to, it's become, I feel, too negative in a sense that there's so much hatred. Very rarely are we using it for spreading any kind of positivity. So for me, I'm not the biggest fan of social media. It has become a necessity now because brands and platforms are saying that, oh, numbers kya hai, and they're looking at numbers when you look at social media. I really wish that changes, because I feel, as souls, the purity is slowly and surely going. Everything's become this Instagram filter. So I feel that the realness of everyone's slowly and surely disappearing. So I miss the times when it was not so transactional and it was not so, it wasn't all for the gram. I miss those times.
But have you ever faced trolling or criticism to an extent that it somewhere or the other you found it unfair?
I haven't faced it, and I feel very happy that I haven't faced that level of trolling. But it's just human psyche, it's human mindset. Not just as an actor gets it more because, for instance, my friend works she's an engineer, she works in this company that makes parts. So if she does badly in her work, the 100 people in the factory will know. But not the lakhs of people who are reading Midday Bombay Times or Bollywood Bubble, listening to it. Everybody knows, because it becomes so public. So I feel that I haven't received any that kind of hate, like these constant comments on physicality, comments on judgment of a performance film. These things are so normal now that you just take it in your stride. But again, I just feel it's human psyche. Like for instance, anyone, if you put up a post, even like my aunt who's maybe 50 years old, she puts up a post and everyone's saying, oh, so pretty, oh wow, so lovely, where are you? And then one person says, oh, you're looking so, you're not looking nice in what you're wearing. That person only will think of that comment. There are like 60 good comments, nobody thinks of that, because your mind is so focused on what is not good in life. And that's what social media has done, is that you really start getting affected by just that one thing. So I limit my social media exposure a lot. Like I try to keep it very minimal.
You said very right thing, Sayami, कि आजकल ना लोग looks पे भी बहुत loosely, I would use the word, comment करते हैं, right? And एक बार के लिए ना social media, you can go on that social media detox, you can maybe delete the comment or you can ignore it, right? But you have been at a place where someone has on face said to you कि okay, you may be, आपको कुछ corrections कराने पड़ेंगे to be that quintessential heroine. I want to know, do you think beauty standards का pressure actresses पे ही है आज के time पे?
सिर्फ actresses पे?
Yeah.
नहीं, I feel it's actors, actresses, everyone. I feel someone who is not comfortable and happy with the way he or she looks, I think, and they're okay with doing things, by all means you should do it if that's going to make you feel like a better, happier person or whatever. But you can't get so affected by what the world thinks, is my opinion, is because you can't. Today you may be like, the people you're referring to told me that I need to get a lip job done because my lips, women are like with fuller lips, and then I should get a nose job done. 2 people who had said that. But I'm okay, I like my lips the way I am, I have no problem with them. This is unique to me. Otherwise everyone will look like a factory made product. because you're made a certain way, because that gives you your authenticity. So I feel that we should just breed a culture where there is not so much insecurity. So it shouldn't become a thing of insecurity. It should become more a thing of, is this person's performance touching me or not? It's not about whether the lips are big or not. It should be about whether the performance is touching me or not. So I feel it's always that.
But do you feel not to, चलो आपको बोला गया हाँ, you maybe you are now over that phase, right? But even today when paparazzi videos come out, there are actresses जिनके looks पे इतनी ज़्यादा scrutiny है, and obviously we see the commenting culture, right? And then people are quick enough to tag, okay, Botox gone wrong, surgery सही से नहीं हुई, right? How do you see at this, you know? And you are okay with the idea that okay, it's okay to go under knife if it is needed?
I wouldn't ever do it, because like I said, I'm very secure. I'm somebody who believes in letting everything be natural, to the effect of like, I'll not even have medicine till there's real need for medicine. I like to keep it as natural as I can. So I'm somebody who always propagate being happy with who you are, finding the security in, and comfort in who you are. But if there is somebody who feels otherwise, and that person feels that person will be more confident doing it, by all means, it's your life. I'm nobody to judge it. With regards to the comments and the videos that come out, I feel that it's going back to what we were talking about. It just gives so much of a free hand to anyone to say that, "Arey, ye kya hai, wo kya hai." Somebody who must be sitting must be an unhealthy person who's never exercised all his life and sitting and commenting about somebody who's in good shape. But I'm saying that just becomes like, it becomes my right. I have Instagram on my phone, I can say what I want to, which is a little incorrect and insensitive, I feel. I don't know if Ananya Pandey still does that positive thing that she used to do.
She does, like seasons aate uske. Like last time, so 5 months back, she interviewed someone.
So I was really happy with what she was doing, because at least she was trying to spread positivity using social media. At least somebody who has certain influence was trying to do it, and I just feel, I wish that more people come out and do more positive things, like the Better India. They do so many positive things, just to see that so many people are doing so many good things in the country.
True.
So I hope that spreads a little more.
But another topic, you know, Sayami, that roams around in the industry, bol sakte, is the nepotism or the star kid or the background maybe you come from. Do you really feel, because I know you have certain relatives in the industry, but per se you have not been someone ki okay, my connections hai. You have had a struggle jo ek outsider ka hota hai, right? Is this industry really a tough place for outsiders?
This, I mean, has been discussed, I feel, so much. And I think the opinion differs from people to people. But again, I feel that we only talk about the film industry because it's such a glamour-driven industry, which is so in your face. The same friend who I was talking about, who I said is an engineer, she's working in the father's factory. So I'm saying that it just becomes a natural thing of, my father's built this whole empire. She became an engineer. She got on merit and did everything on her own, and she worked very hard for it. And she's working very hard in this factory right now because she has to take that company to a next level. So I feel that doctor's son doesn't have to be a doctor, but if he's good at it, then by all means you can be a doctor. But we speak so much about the film industry. Definitely there are a lot of advantages when you come from a film family with regards to just being able to open the doors. For instance, when you want to meet XYZ, a producer, a director, for somebody who doesn't have the access, you will spend 3 years just trying to say that, "Arey, let me go to a screening, let me go and maybe he'll meet me." Maybe you'll just spend 3 years doing that, as opposed to somebody who comes from the industry, picks up the phone and says, "Hey, my son, daughter wants to meet you," meeting set up the next day. So with regards to just that opening of the door, 100% there is advantage. Then finally, if you're good, you're not good, the audience is going to decide that, you know, you can't really do much about it, because you have to be good at what you do, because the audience is very critical. I think there's also this added pressure when you come from a film family, because the expectations of being somebody's son and daughter, people already have those expectations saying, "Arey, he's this one's daughter, so he'll be so good at this," and then you have to match those expectations, which is another tough thing. So there, it has its advantages, it has its disadvantages, but finally in the film industry, the audience decides.
And you know, when you do something like a Ghumar or a Jat, where you are say sharing screen space with say an Abhishek Bachchan or now a Sunny Deol, do you feel they have also been someone? उनके तो साथ बहुत ही हुआ है कि okay, their fathers were directly associated with the industry and stuff, but having met them in a personal space, right? How do you think their life is, and what have you learned from their journey now?
So AB is somebody who I've spoken about very fondly all
Yeah,
the time
yeah.
because I did Breathe and then Ghumar with him. So I spent like 4 years on 3 projects. And I keep saying that he is the most well brought up person I've met. Nepo, no Nepo, whatever, he's the most well brought up person. He makes fun of himself, which is the most endearing thing. That, like, if you see his interviews and he talks about nepotism and he'll say, oh, like, you know, he'll make fun of himself, and he's somebody who's so secure. There are very few actors that are so secure, and AB for me is that one of the most secure human beings. That's why I think he's a very secure actor. We already have presumptions that, oh, you know, he's had so many opportunities or stuff like that because he's whoever's, I mean, he comes from such a lineage. But the stories I've heard from him are shocking. How there have been times where he didn't even know he was replaced overnight, and I was shocked, saying I would never imagine that he's gone through this kind of, because he's never spoken about it.
Yeah,
Because he doesn't, I guess he never felt the need to speak about it because he's a very secure person. That ठीक है, ये हुआ, he's moved on and he's done what 80 odd films. So he's a very secure person. With Sunny Sir, the limited time we got together, he's been around for so long.
Yeah.
And what was the nicest thing is he is so to himself. He says, I don't believe in these camps and this socializing and parties. I like working. And for me, that was just the freshest thing that I've heard, because we are so used to, you know, just going and socializing here and meeting this one there. He's someone who said that I've been this person since I was young, that I just liked working and just doing my thing. And he said, you'll never really see me in film parties and stuff because I'm very happy just doing what I do. So it was very refreshing to see him, who's been around for so long. So like I said, there are stories which we know, stories that we don't know of people.
Exactly. And you know, Sayami, just because you are a female also, ऐसा बोलते हैं ना इंडस्ट्री में, as a girl, as a female, you have to be very careful of who you are approaching, कौन आपको approach कर रहा है. Has there been instances with you where you were maybe told कि अरे थोड़ा सा compromise कर लो, baby role मिल जाए, or you have been that smart कि okay, I know where to draw my boundaries?
I've been very fortunate with regards to all the offers that I've got in the Hindi film industry. There was this one agent who called me up for a Telugu film when I was 19, 20 years old, and she had said that, you know, you will, like you're saying, compromise karne padenge, and I was trying to test her because it's a woman saying it to a woman. I felt that. So I said, dekhiye ma'am, I'm not understanding what you're saying. So I kept saying that to her, and then finally she said that, see, you have to understand. So I said that, I'm sorry that you felt that, you know, I'm somebody who needs to go down this route. I really, you know, there are certain limits which I never cross in my life. So yes, I've experienced it once, but it was just that one time when a woman actually asked me this.
And that too from a South space.
It was for a Telugu film.
Okay.
Yes.
And how different is South from Bollywood? Because I have heard such instances कि okay, South में ही mostly actresses को ये एक बोलते हैं ना approach आती है इस तरह के सर.
I've done 3 Telugu films, and I've had the most wonderful time because actually one of the nicest experience I've had is with Nagarjuna Asadi, a film called Wild Dog, and the whole setup. Niranjan Reddy sir was producing it, Solomon sir directing it, and they were just the whole crew was just the nicest crew I've worked with, and I've personally not really had experiences which, except for this one experience that I told you.
But you know, if I ask your future plans, which actor or which collaboration are you really looking forward to?
I feel I've been blessed so far with the directors I've worked with. I'd love to work with the directors I've already worked with. Balki sir, Anurag sir, Rakesh sir are people I'm extremely fond of. I'd love to work with them over and over again. But just again, directors that have always been on my wish list. There's Vasan, whose work I like, Neeraj Ghewan, whose work I really like, Imtiaz Ali. Of course, Sanjay Leela Bansali is a dream for any actress to work with. So they're just Lord Zoya Akhtar, they're just directors I'd love to work with. And I'm a big fan of Ranbir Kapoor, so if ever that happens.
But you know, Sayami, to wrap this up, आपने घूमर की ना, उसके बाद there was a notion कि ठीक है, now you are the lead actress for the big screen and now you would choose your parts accordingly, right? What prompted you to take something like a Jat where you were a part of the ensemble cast? No doubt your appearance as an SI was captivating. I mean, it took the screen, right? But still, what prompted you? कि okay, I can be a part of the ensemble and still leave that mark.
I've never really been somebody who's worried about screen time so much. I'm never
Okay.
that person. And again, to be very honest, I'm somebody who's never been offered and given so many opportunities that I can choose and pick from. So I choose and pick from the limited pool of work that comes to me. So it's not that I bet you, like, you know how actors say I'm
True.
reading scripts and all that, but that's not true for most actors. That
True.
it's not like you're just sitting at home and reading one script after the other. The opportunities are very limited because we all know that
Yeah.
the Hindi film industry is not in the best shape
Shape,
right
right.
now. So the opportunities which might have been 10 have anyway come down to 5. In that 5, I have to see that okay, this is a role. I feel she's a righteous person. She's standing for something which is right. Morally, the film, the role, if it appeals to you. So you decide on the basis of many things, but also on the opportunities that come to you at that point.
And you know, when today you choose a script, or in future when you are choosing a script, something okay, this is like a yes for you to do, and something a kind of role or any kind of character that is like no, Sayami won't play.
Yes, I mean blindly a film like Choked, a film like Ghumar.
Yeah, true.
I'm somebody who's very attracted towards films and not necessarily screen time again.
Yeah.
I'm attracted to films where the messaging is correct, where and I learned that after Ghumar especially, where I realized how much of an impact cinema makes to people.
True.
So for
Even
me, the
Choked.
messaging is very correct. Entertainment for sure is, that's why we make films, to entertain people. But I feel that with the entertainment, I like to just be associated as much as I can with films which I can be proud of, where people come and say that, you know, this film changed my, like I did a film called 8 AM Metro. That's changed so many people's
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
I've gotten messages saying that we had suicidal
Beautiful love
thoughts.
story.
And from there, we watched a film like this and we've gone and gotten help. So I feel, I as a person feel very, very overwhelmed when reactions like that come in. So I like to be associated with films that have messaging that can change people's lives.
Yeah. And really looking forward for your international project now.
Oh, it was an audition, fingers
It was an
crossed it
audition, yeah,
works.
but fingers crossed. I'm sure you must have impressed them. And really looking forward for this innings. Thank you so much, Sayami, for doing this. And yeah, all good luck and best wishes.
Thank you, Akriti.
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, this is Sayami Kher and you're watching me with Akriti on Bollywood Bubble.